All right, so in this Persona 5 The Phantom X video, I plan to give you guys all the necessary information that you're going to need before actually starting Persona. So there is going to be some repeats from the last video, but I'm going to make sure not to talk about them too long. However, there's some pretty good information I do want to bring up in this video. And yes, we are now 6 days away from global launch, pretty much everywhere. And I just want to show this to kind of make it really sick. Dude, the PC launcher, look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. It's so fire. This might be the best PC launcher I've ever seen. And this is not the global version. I think this is the Japanese version, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, no, like it's so sick for a launcher, dude. I just needed to say that real quick. So let's get into it. I want to talk a bit more about the gacha system. What's very important to note. I'm going to make another video exclusively on the gacha system tomorrow. Now, besides that, I want to go a bit more in depth on the currency and also some very good things regarding how fucking free to play this game is, okay? So I really want to get you situated on that. So essentially, before we get into it, this is obviously a turn-based game. There's 3 main attack skills. There's an ultimate. Every character has 2 passives, and then everyone could use a sword, which is and sword and a gun, and both of those attacks will be able to break a lot quicker. And then there's also a support skill that you could use exclusively from one type of character called the Navigators. So if you really are trying to get ahead, then what I would recommend is checking out this tweet, which I'm going to hopefully put down below. And basically a lot of creators over the next couple days, so the 20th, 22nd, 23rd, 25th, 25th, are going to be playing Persona. And maybe it's going to be one of the creators that you watch, or there's others. I know Genizad has already made a stream on it, and so has Legacy. So if you want to check anyone out, I would say this is a very good thing to do if you want to get ahead a bit, to see everything in English, because I know when everything is in another language, it can be very complicated, especially when it's your first time. And Persona is a pretty complicated game, all things considered, at least when you have no exposure to the game at all in terms of the gacha game, because there are a lot of things that are definitely a bit unique to the game and also pretty interesting. Now, another thing I do recommend is checking Pride One out. Pride 1 has a database with all the characters in the CN version 2. And one thing I do want to kind of take note of is that a lot of the characters on here are original, okay? Now, the thing is, I actually do believe that the people, like from the CN community and all that, like even the English part of the player base, they really do like the original characters. So that's one of the things, is that the original characters, while there are some that like maybe people wouldn't care about, I think a lot of them do have nice designs. Now, as of right now, the only Persona games that have characters is P3R, so Persona 3 Reload, and then Persona 5. So you have to keep that in mind. Maybe they're going to do Persona 4 in the future, but as of right now, there are none. So keep that in mind. But yeah, no, I would say that the original designs in this game actually look really good. So if it's something that you don't like, that's fine. But I think them going the original route is fine, because the story actually is original. Now, basically, it's an original story based off of Persona 5. Like, it branches off of Persona 5. And essentially, I'm pretty sure it's made by the same devs, right? This game is made by the same devs. So I think there was Atlas and everyone else in Steam that you could see right now, which is actually very, very good, because it's going to kind of ensure a level of quality that Persona fans may want. So keep that in mind. Now, if you really want to get ahead, start watching Bladesifer. Okay. Hayes videos are going to be definitely a cornerstone of the community. I'm going to have him on the channel in the next coming days. I really want to give him his flowers. He's been an absolute amazing person, just helping me with whatever I need regarding Persona. I'm asking him a bunch of questions because I really want to be able to deliver to you guys the best content. And I do think that you guys should go sub to Blade right now if you can. He has a lot of videos ready on Persona, so it's highly recommended. Now, next thing I want to talk about is everyone's going to be going for Joker on launch. So he's actually just that good. What's pretty interesting is that if we check right now, he is tier 0 in global, and then he stays tier 2, which, all things considered, for a year, like it's been over 14 months, he's still tier 2. And to my understanding, they get buffs. Units get buffed. So that's actually really good when you consider that. So summoning for Joker is going to be high value for you. Okay, it's actually going to be very important. I mean, he has his AoE. Okay, AoE ult is going to be very fucking strong. And in terms of damage, listen, he's going to be doing a lot. And the best thing about him is that he actually does not need his weapon. So a lot of people are vouching that it's like, yeah, he's so good. And it's like, he doesn't need his weapon. Now, this is going to be very good, because this means that not summoning for his weapon, especially with launch currency, it's going to very much allow you to really plan for the next units and just be able to get them pretty much 100%. So yes, Joker, great pick, because amazing DPS on launch, the best pretty much, and also don't need his weapon, amazing. Now, the next thing that I do want to mention, is that the actual banners are not going to be like, they're not going to be sped up, right? To my understanding, unless something's confirmed otherwise, I've only seen things and people have been telling me that they're not going to speed up the banners. We are 14 months behind and we might stay like maybe like a year behind. I don't know what exactly, but we might catch up a bit, but it's not going to be something like JJK Phantom Parade where you're getting a banner a week to catch up. No, that's not what's happening. So I personally am very happy because, as you know on this channel, I mean, if you're new, maybe not, but I cover JJK Phantom Parade and Black Clover Mobile. Both of these games decided to speed up at least a bit. So because of this, it gave a very negative experience to some players where having a normal banner schedule is fine, but keep in mind, they're going to change the banner schedule up. It's not going to remain the same. So that's very important to note. However, it's still going to be fine if it's like a 3-week schedule or whatever, especially with the currency that they give. So I'm very happy with this choice. I don't think it would have worked in this game. And I'm super happy they did that. So yeah, no worries about that. We are behind, but we're going to stay behind. And the best thing is if they mix it up. And why is that? Because if you don't expect it, I think that's better, right? For example, on Dokkan, they don't keep the exact same schedule to my understanding back in the day, right? Before they synced up. So not having the exact same schedule means, okay, maybe we're going to get Videl here, Topo here, Jiren here, Goku here, right? So having that little bit of mystery is good. It's actually good, and it does bring a bit of hype to Global. Of course, Global, they're not going to check a year in advance, right? That's the main thing. And even on a Punishing Grey Raven, it works. The delay works. People are still hyped for Global. I mean, the Devil May Cry collab is still doing fine, right, on Global. Like, I think it blew up on Twitter. So that's good, right? Now, next up, Anne. What I wanted to talk about was that she's free. And this is very important because Anne's going to be able to carry you very far. And if you see, I do think it would be a bit hard to kind of, like first Yen, I'm not worried about it too much, but if you check, Anne actually falls off less hard, which is crazy. So Anne is not only free, but also very good still. And considering she's tier 1 as a free unit, peak, right? It's just good. So I just wanted to say that in terms of free-to-play value, like, this game is very easy, right? It's basically summon for whoever you want. And they're going to basically let you summon on whoever. And, you know, you're going to be able to just go for this very easily. So, yeah, no, I just wanted to say Panther. Sorry, I read Panther. But, like, Anne and then also Morgana and Ryuji are all free. Now, one of the reasons they are free, something that is one of the reasons, I guess you could say, is because you could get them in a starter banner, all 3 of them. So it's like you could get a dupe in them, right? So I'm pretty sure most people will probably just put it into Anne, considering she is probably the best and also gonna stay good, right? So that's the thing. Now, there's a tier list. We're going to talk about that another day. I'm going to break this down with Blade on a video. So yeah, we're going to get in that. But, you know, if you want to check it out yourself, go ahead and do that. Now, the final thing is the gacha system. So I just want to make it very clear now. So it's a 3-week schedule to my understanding, right? I just logged in a new banner and there was 20 days left. I could be wrong. I will actually correct it if I am. Now, one of the main things is that we're only going to have this. Now, I just need to make it very clear in that this is fine. Especially on launch, this is going to be fine. Now, when will we get the 110 pity? I think on the Taiwan server, it was like 6 months in. It was about 6 months, like give or take. So I could say that we might get it on the same schedule. About 6 months in, we might get the 110 pity. Now, why would people want this? Well, this pity is 80 hard pity. However, it's only 50-50, where this is 110, but it's guaranteed. So this, you're guaranteed at 110. This, you're guaranteed at 160. Right? So that's the difference. However, you could obviously get lucky and you could also get other units, which might be something you're interested in, maybe. And the only thing is, this, you're pretty much always going to go to hard pity because it's 0.2%, where this you're not because it's 0.8. However, will you mostly go to hard pity? Probably. So I'd say when this comes out, you're mainly going to summon on this banner. And the main reason is because you're going to get enough currency. About every month, I did post it. So let me go and find it. Let me go and find it. Over here. So yeah, in a month, right? So like you're going to get, literally, this is in 2 weeks and then 2 weeks. So without counting, like they say here, it doesn't count gift codes, dailies, and then ranking, right? And then same thing here. So already without counting that, well, you're getting literally like 16K. Now, why is that good? 16K is about 110 pulls. Now, this does count weapons, so maybe you could say about 100, 90 to 100. And that's not counting dailies and gift codes, right? So just on a normal fucking bumfuck month, right? You could get, and then we're not even counting global launch. You're going to get about 100. And remember, It's 160 max. So that's in a 4-week period where a lot of Hoyoverse games are giving maybe, well, Genshin's giving 50 every 6 weeks, and then you got 50 to 60, and then Wuwa's giving like 100 to 130. So when you're considering that this game is doing that in 4 weeks, yeah, I'd say you're in a good spot, even considering this. I just want to make that clear. And because it's a 3-week schedule and they're not going to go like quick, you're going to be fine to get whoever you want in this list of characters. Unless you want every single character and their weapon, then, just go cry in a corner, right? I'll watch. I'll take a picture of you crying, right? Don't worry. I got you. But if not, like, you're fine to get really whoever you want. Personally, like, in this list of characters, one of the characters I really want to go crazy on is Misaki. I mean, bro, this design just looks really crazy. So I'm honestly really hyped. I can't wait. And I hope this gave you a bit of more information. I just wanted to talk a bit about, like, what the schedule would be like, the gacha, a bit of how the first, like, week would go in terms of characters. And you're going to be set up. The free characters they give are very good. I mean, let's just go through them real quick. So free characters, let's just like see. So, I mean, when you got just a unit, tier 0, SR, or I guess 4-star, right? Like, we're looking good. So I'd say that in terms of the free characters they're giving, just looking at this, oh, are they not on global? I'm a bit confused by that. That's a bit interesting. But yeah, no, in general, pretty much all of them are good in some way or another. So I would say that is pretty good. So I just wanted to keep you guys a bit up to date and kind of mention that, right? So I'm going to leave it there. This is basically just a video to kind of get you situated and prepare a little bit in terms of your mind, or also get situated in terms of everything else. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you're going to be playing. And yeah, I mean, tier list just got updated, so you could go check that out now. Bye-bye.